Hey, what's up, my dokus? Jason and welcoming you back to more The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. Last time, we finished up in, or I guess we did our practical exam while finishing up a few things, and we are now on to our way to our first field study. Very, very interesting. I love the field studies. I think this is actually a really good way to kind of balance gameplay and like make it to where it's not all about schooling and stuff. It doesn't feel like, you know, a visual novel and whatnot. I think it's just a really good way to spice up the gameplay. But this time, before we head on to our field study, I'm gonna go around town a little bit because I want to check some things out. For one, we can go to the general goods here and see if he has anything of use to us, which he does not. Actually, now that I think about it, let me go to my notes here. Okay, so no, we haven't found that yet. He doesn't have what I'm looking for. I'm trying to find battle scopes, and I'm just not having any luck with finding battle scopes. Yeah, don't know. Exchange, that's trading any of the... Wait. Ooh, I could get analyze, actually. You know what? Oh, I don't have... Wait a minute, huh? You know what, actually, no, let's go to the shop. So actually, here's what I want to do. We're going to go to the engineer building, because while yes, it is going to be nice to have battle scopes, I think what I want to do is I want to go to buy, or I want to go to modify or exchange quartz, and I want to make a analyze quart. And then we can take our analyze quart and equip it to, let's equip it to Elisa, since she has the open slot to do so. Alright, so that will take care of our issue of not, you know, being able to analyze enemies. So we'll, you know, be able to do stuff with that as opposed to having to go searching for battle scopes, because I feel like battle scopes are just much more common in the later games than they are in the first game. That's just my opinion, though. But yeah, that's pretty much all I was wanting to search for. We don't really need to pick up any equipment because there will be equipment in this new town that we're going to. So I guess let's just go ahead and head for Celdic. Oh, good morning, everyone. Are you all preparing to leave as well? Morning. Good morning. You're all good to go then. Yes, Parm is quite a distance from here. We're not likely to arrive before evening. Considering its relative location, that seems to be an accurate estimate. I guess it is the southernmost town in Erebonia. Makes you realize just how big the Empire is. But, they're still at it, huh? Have they been like this the entire time? I'm afraid so. I think we may have underestimated how deeply rooted their differences are. I'm sick of them already. If only they were willing to put aside their differences as Reen and Elisa. Oh, now that you mention it, I guess you were finally able to make up with him, huh? It's not like we were getting along that poorly. Besides, we haven't known each other long enough to call it making up. That's good news, Reen. Well done. Thanks, I guess. Why does everyone have to keep making such a big deal out of it? Passenger service bound for Heimdall are now arriving on platform 2. We ask that all customers utilizing this service please wait on the platform until the train has come to a complete stop. Time to go. Well, best of luck, though here's hoping you don't need it. Getting those two to work together doesn't seem like it'll be an easy task. We'll do what we can. Good luck to all of you. Please take care. It's our first field study. Let's show them what we're made of. Of course. Later. I wonder if they'll be okay. Well, as long as Emma and Gaius are with them, things shouldn't be too out of hand. Now, Fee, I have absolutely no idea what to expect from her. She doesn't really seem like the type to cause a ruckus, at least. I'm concerned for them as well, but I believe we should be focusing on our own trials right now. You're right. Let's go buy our tickets. Welcome. You're the students from Class 7, correct? And your destination today is Celdic. Yes, that's right. Guess they're ready and waiting for us. I suspect Instructor Sarah made considerable preparations on our behalf. Sure looks that way. Not that I'm complaining. The train for Celtic will be departing from Platform 1. It's not due just yet, but you can buy your tickets in advance if you like, and wait for its arrival. Very good. That's 4 passengers bound for Celtic. I'll have those tickets for you in just a moment. So it's about an hour to Celtic from here, right? Yes, I believe so. I had to change trains there when I originally came to Trista. Oh right, you're from Legram. That would be in the direction of Berhard after changing at... That would be in the direction of Berhard after changing at Celtic, right? That's correct. After which point it would be necessary to switch again at Berhard. It's situated in a very remote part of the country. Well, you could say the same from where I'm from, too. As I understand it, Celdic's mostly known as a merchant town, right? Yeah, that's their main source of tourism from some time. Mostly thanks to the Grand Market. Couldn't hurt to go over and what we know about the town before we get there. As Elliot stated, Celtic is a market town at its core. It's in the eastern province of Curzon and has been a major trading hub for a very long time. It's also a major interchange station connecting Heimdall with Berhard and even Crossbow. The area itself is known for having a large number of granaries, though this has of course been overshadowed in recent years by the aforementioned Grand Market. Virtually anything can be produced there, or procured there, from farm produce, jewels, and Berhard furs to imported goods from afar. That does sound awfully impressive. I'm kinda looking forward to this now. I would be too, if I knew we'd actually get the chance to take in the sights, but there's no telling what kind of crazy things Instructor Sarah has planned for us. Boy, isn't that the truth. I can't even hazard a guess as to what this field study might involve. Being part of our curriculum, though, it's a safe bet to assume it won't be easy. If it were, it would hardly be worth the trip. Personally, I'm looking forward to learning the true nature of our excursion. I suppose that's a good way to look at it. Well, we'll find our answer once we get there. We're supposed to drop by the inn as soon as we arrive. There should be an envelope waiting for us there with details on our mission. Yeah, that's right. Still, this whole trip seems eerily well planned out, don't you think? Even the station employees knew we were coming. That just goes to show how high the Academy's expectations are for all of you. Whoa! Instructor? I was wondering why you were nowhere to be seen this morning. Looks like Group A is all present and accounted for. Good, good. And I'm relieved to see the two of you have finally managed to make up. You say that as if it's old news. Have you been spying on us this whole time? So, what brings you here, Instructor? I thought you were planning on staying back at the Academy. Well, considering this is your first time out in the field, I assumed you'd be positively lost without me. So I decided to stick around at least until you finished checking into at the inn. Oh, well, thanks, I guess, but I think Group B could have used your help a little more. Would it have not been better for you to accompany the others? Ugh, they'd be a nightmare to deal with. I may still have to go to them, though, if those two get out of control, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. See, I knew full well that Eustace and Machias wouldn't get along, but put them in the same group anyways. I did suspect as much, but it's hard to believe she'd confirm it so nonchalantly. Anyway, don't pay me any mind. You four feel free to keep talking. I didn't get any sleep last night, so I'm gonna just take a little nap right here. What? She's asleep already? Incredible. I don't think I've ever seen someone so inclined to be an educator than her. Maybe we're better off just letting her sleep. I should probably wake her up when we get to Celdic, though. Well, I guess we can talk to everybody. When I came to the Academy, I never thought I'd find myself visiting the Grand Market of Celdic as part of my studies. I've read about it before, but this will be my first time seeing the place in person. Oh, really? Well, field study or no then, I guess it's still something to look forward to. Is there anything in particular you're hoping to see there? The gems and fur from Bearhard, maybe? They say some of the highest quality goods produced by Bearhard's artisans are sold at the Grand Market. That sounds like it would be worth seeing for sure, though somehow I doubt we'll be able to afford anything there. Still, if we get the chance, we should go check it out together while we're in town. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Hey, almost forgot I had these. I just picked them up on a whim a little while ago. Oh, you have a pack too? I got a set of my own from the pawn shop in Trista. Really? That's perfect then. How about we play a few hands? Seems like we've got time to kill before we arrive. Do you know the rules? Yeah, they're not that complicated, so I think anyone here I don't think anyone here will have any trouble picking it up. Sounds like a good way to pass the time to me. Indeed, it seems like it could be an enjoyable diversion. Alright, let's give it a try then. When traveling by train, you can play the card game Blade with other members of your group to strengthen your bonds with them. Only the first match with each player will increase your bond with that person, but this will occur whether you win or lose. I do wonder what precisely these field study trips will involve. I can't even fathom a guess. Likewise, the weirdest part for me is the divide between Group A and Group B. Why were we split up and sent to different places? And most bizarrely of all, why were Machias and Eustace placed in the same group? It's like they're just asking for trouble. It does seem quite illogical. I will only assume there's a hidden purpose for these trips beyond what we've been told. Perhaps multiple purposes, requiring multiple groups to fulfill. Yeah, that's my best guess, too. There has to be something going on behind the scenes here. Which is why I wanted to ask Instructor Sarah a few more questions, but, well... I don't think she'll be doing much answering. Perhaps she fell asleep deliberately to avoid addressing such concerns. Our instructor is quite the formidable opponent. That's one way to describe her. Guess we're gonna have to work out the meaning of these field study trips on our own. Alright, well, we can't talk to Instructor Sarah because she is sleeping. She really is fast asleep. Out like a baby. I've never seen a child fall asleep quite as quickly as that. I know I sure couldn't. She must have a natural talent for sleeping. Well, let's not disturb her. Alright, so let's go ahead and play Blade. We can challenge Elisa, Elliot, or Laura. So pretty much this game is win or lose. It's pretty much based on RNG. I can tell you this right now.
Let's get started.
I don't know. To me, it's always felt like based on RNG. No matter what, you cannot.
After you then.
No matter what, you cannot. Or it doesn't matter
score?
if you win or
We
lose
better
this
draw
first
again.
match. You will get the experience. So it's better to just kind of
Looks like
play
I'm
it.
going first. Bolt. Mirror.
It's better to just kind of play it and see what you get.
Mirror.
Okay, there
What?
we go.
You can't do that.
And then, you know, if you win, you lose. If you win, you win. You lose, you
Oh,
lose.
same score? We better draw again. After you then.
And yeah, see, I lost to Lisa, but we still get 50 EXP for Link EXP for her. I'm glad I brought these now. Oh wait, I need to play Blade. Okay, challenge Elliot.
Go easy on me, okay?
I literally just I don't know.
Okay then, let's draw.
This game can be a
Well, looks like
bit
I'm
of a
up first.
pain, but it's not as bad or as much of a nightmare as what the
Mirror.
previous
I didn't see that coming.
what the previous game could have given, or not the previous game,
Mirror.
but what the other
Really, you're playing that now?
what the other games have you know, given.
I win.
And I lost. See, I'm not good at this. Also, I keep you know, talking to them and I'm wanting to challenge them to Blade.
Then let us begin our duel.
I'm just not good at this card game, and I can tell you, like, there's a
Please
card
draw a
game
card.
later on in the series that requires
Then I'll
you
make
pretty
the
much are
first move.
required to try to
Mirror.
beat in order to, you know, get some good stuff.
Mirror.
And yeah, it's not the best.
Well played. An excellent
And
duel.
yeah, I lost. I suck at this. But either way, we get the 50 XP we need. So let's go ahead and stop talking. Oh. Wow. It's beautiful. What a spectacular view. The rye planted last fall seems almost ready for harvesting. Now, I think rye could only be I thought rye could only be harvested in the fall. Well, the soil in this area is supposed to be extra fertile due to the warmer climate. So things are a little different here. The view really is amazing, though. It looks like something out of a painting.
The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This transcontinental train is bound for Crossbell. The next stop is Celdic. Celdic. Passengers traveling to Bereahard, please change trains at this stop.
Almost there. Guess I should wake Instructor Sarah. Celdic, the market town.
Wow, so this is Celdic.
It seems like a really relaxing little town, though there are a lot more people here than I expected.
I imagine they've come for the Grand Market. Even merchants from other countries regularly come to see it.
Sounds like this place is as popular with the tourists as the capital then, but for a whole different set of reasons.
Celdic's also widely renowned for their local beer, which they make using rye. But you're all still minors, so I'm the only one here who gets to drink it.
Are you trying to make us jealous?
We don't really care, you know.
Anyway, let me show you to the inn. It's, right over there.
Okay.
Let's go.
Well, well, I hadn't expected to see the Purple Lightning herself in such a quaint little town. And the chicks with her seem like an interesting lot, too. Ah, no time for that now. I have more pressing matters to attend to.
Hey there, Margaret. Well, if it isn't Sarah, what are you doing here? I knew the kids were coming, but I didn't think you'd be coming with them. Oh, I just figured I'd help them get settled before I left. And here they are, my lovely students. Well now, aren't they a youthful-looking bunch? It's a pleasure to meet you. We're first-year students from Thor's Military Academy, Class 7. I'm Reed. I'm Lisa. Thank you for putting us up. The pleasure's all mine, I assure you. I'm Margaret, the owner of this humble establishment. Sarah has taken care of all your arrangements. Come, I'll show you to your room. Thank you, ma'am. Much obliged. I'll leave you to it then. Louise, can I get some beer and snacks? I'll bring them right there. You do know it's not even noon though, right? This is the room you're all going to be staying in tonight. Wait, we're all? Yeah, this is more than enough space for our needs. Thank you very much. But there are 4 beds, which means... Are you suggesting we sleep in the same room as the boys? I had my doubts about that too, but Sarah insisted, so that was that. I broke the beds into groups of 2 to make things less awkward, but that was the best I could manage. I don't... This is going to be a problem. I don't have a problem with it personally, but I can't imagine the girls will be quite as accepting. Elisa, I don't believe we have a choice here. We are military students. We mustn't allow the prospect of mixed-gender accommodations to faze us. I know that, but... In the army, women share rooms with men. It's a fact of life, born of necessity. You will need to adjust to this reality sooner or later, and this does seem a perfect opportunity. Okay, I get it. But if either of you comes anywhere near our beds, I wouldn't dream of it. Likewise. I wasn't talking about you, Elliot. I was referring to a certain someone else who already has a history of this kind of thing. Maybe if we chain Reen to the bed. I thought she'd gotten over that. I guess not. Anyway, now that your room's all sorted, let me give you this. Alright, we have our field study envelope. Isn't that our academy's emblem? Does this contain the details of our assignment here? That's what I've been told, yes. Well, if you need anything during your stay, just let me know. For now, I'll leave you to get settled in. Alright, shall we have a look inside? Yeah. Okay, let's see what we've got. Field study at day 1 assigned tasks. Alright, we have Celdic highway monster from 0. A dangerous monster has appeared near the highway and is making it very difficult for us to harvest our crops. Could someone please help us? Note, our monster is a scary dinosaur, location a plateau near the East Celtic Highway. My house is alongside the East Celtic Highway. Please stop by if you can. Any bright ideas? It's from Samus. I need someone to replace a malfunctioning orbment light in the road lamp for me. For more details, see me at Oddvin's Arms and Orbital Factory. Samus. And for the common cold, Father Zerbal. I've run out of some of the ingredients I need to make a particular medicine. I would very much appreciate it if someone could procure more for me. Please speak with me in the church for further details. Alright, study areas is defined as a 200 Celg radius around Celtic. Each student must record his or her activities daily to be remitted to the instructor upon request. So, this is our field study? It just looks like a list of menial tasks to me. There is a monster elimination request at least, but that's the most we have. I see, so that's our angle. Excuse me? Did you figure something out? Oh no, it's nothing. We should go and talk this over with Instructor Sarah. She probably stuck around specifically to answer any questions we might have. You may be right. And while we're at it, we can grill her about this communal room she signed us up for, too. Yes, I guess we have to, even though, preference is, I think, as long as you're civil, you can share a room with anybody.
Nothing hits the spot quite like a cold beer.
She looks like she's having the time of her life.
How many pints has she downed already? It's not even noon.
Oh, you kids are still here? I'll just be hanging back and enjoying myself, so go on ahead and get started. Don't mind me.
We have questions for you, though. What's with these field study tasks?
I'm glad they're not as difficult as I was expecting, but they're just so...
Well, it makes sense you'd have some doubts. You only need to do the ones it says are required, though. Feel free to just ignore the rest if you want. I don't care. Up to you how much or how little you want to do.
Stop being so irresponsible and...
Wait. These kinds of decisions are as much a part of our field study as the tasks themselves.
Oh, what?
What do you mean?
You have 2 days. Trista isn't far from here, so you'll be returning to the academy tomorrow evening. Until then, you can spend your time here however the 4 of you see fit. Every decision rests on your shoulders. I won't be forcing you to do a thing.
Okay, so what's up? You have this look in your eyes like you've pieced something together. Well, does this relate in some way to our free day this past week? Specifically to your activities during that time? Oh, yeah, now that you mention it. Exactly. I spent this past free day doing various tasks on behalf of the student council. And while one of them did involve going back to that old schoolhouse, the rest were just simple requests for assistance from the locals. In other words, exactly the sort of thing we've been asked to do here. And by the time I'd taken care of everything, I felt like I'd learned a lot about Trista in the academy. So I think we've been given similar tasks here for a similar reason. That would definitely make sense. I mean, all I know about Celtic is what I've read. There's probably a lot we can learn by actually coming here and helping people out like this. Indeed, the land of Arabonia is quite vast. This may be an invaluable opportunity to gather local knowledge of a place we may otherwise never have visited. Yeah, exactly. So whatever various and sundry things Instructor Sarah may have planned for us, I say we just work our way down the list while immersing ourselves in Celtic culture, taking in as much as we can. Sounds good to me. Count me in. This actually sounds pretty exciting when you put it that way. Shall we depart then? During field study periods, the party is assigned a variety of tasks to complete, much like on Reen's free days. Details on these tasks is confirmed via the Quests tab of the notebook. When all the tasks with a required mark have been completed, the story will advance. Note, however, that any quests listed with a short time limit will become invalid when this happens. Alright, well, we've made it to Celtic, we have our tasks to complete, and we're ready to go. Next time on The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel, we're going to explore Celtic and see what it has to offer, and all the while completing these requests. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a like, share it out a ton. Make sure to subscribe dibbly if you're not already. And I'll see you guys all later.